imagine? Tinubu is not a saint. Nigeria's Minister for Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, says Nigerians are no longer bothered about the controversy surrounding the past life of their president-elect Bola Tinubu, insisting that governance is not about sainthood. Okay, that means he has agreed that yes, all the allegations are true. Fashola was reacting to the controversy surrounding Tinubu while featuring on Channels TV program on Sunday. Who says that Nigerians are not bothered again? He should say them in APC, that there is a men, that they are not bothered about that. It does not matter. The latest controversy surrounds trending photos of Tinubu's alleged Guinea passport, implying that the president-elect has dual citizenship. For instance, investigative journalist David Udeng posted on his Twitter handle on Saturday a picture of a Guinean passport said to belong to Tinubu. He accused the president-elect of committing perjury and lying on oath. He said that under the Constitution of Nigeria, Tinubu is not qualified to become or contest for presidency on that ground. Indeed, Section 137(1)(a) of the Nigerian Constitution says a person will not be qualified to be president if he has voluntarily acquired the citizenship of a country other than Nigeria. On the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) Form EC9 under the personal particulars of Part B, Tinubu answered no to a question asking if he had voluntarily changed nationality. In number 11, he was asked again, have you voluntarily acquired citizenship of any other country? If yes, which country? He ticked no. According to the INEC documents posted by Hundeyi, another question is, have you made any declaration of allegiance to that or any other country? If yes, specify the country. Tinubu again answered no. There had been controversy surrounding Tinubu's age, name, educational background, health status, businesses, hometown, and past links with drug trafficking, all of which have not been cleared. Answering a question regarding the controversy surrounding the president-elect, Fashola said, I think that makes it more interesting, and I think those issues have been ventilated sufficiently. You know what the Nigerian people have decided, those issues don't matter. That is what they have said by these votes. They don't matter. You see the way this man they tweet this in the black television window clear. But says who? With all the suppression and aggression here and there. And in making that choice, the only thing I can say to you is that every time it got more difficult. What I used to tell people is that this was the path to success. There is no easy day for him. The more difficult it gets, then you can be assured, Ashiwaju. And I think for somebody who has faced all of these obstacles I keep referring to when I remember when he wanted to be governor, you may or you may not recall that for 3 days after the primary, we couldn't find the state party chairman. The returning officer was the election, and Lagos was in suspense for 3 days until they found the returning officer, and that is Ashiwaju's story. Asked specifically if Tinubu has dual citizenship, the senior advocate of Nigeria said, though that is Ashiwaju's story, and the more difficult it gets, the more it brings out the best in him. And for me, I think that how all of these hurdles have been surmounted may be there is a divine purpose. Maybe perhaps there is where Nigeria begins to turn in the most positive way forever, because sometimes it is just what it is. The same Fashola was telling people about being too religious. He's not telling us that all this one might be as a result of God. Somebody is doing something. For the fact that you are getting away with it because we are in a lawless country, you cannot be in a sane environment and get away with this. And at the end of the day, will tell you it is Amuwa alone. Na so gone one time. Hey, the former Lagos governor noted that governance is not about sainthood, insisting that it is about efficiency, it is about performance, it is about delivery. So Bola Tinubu is not a saint. I am not, and you too. On whether someone who should be Nigeria's president shouldn't lack character. Fashola said, character is important, character is relevant. You know, I tell people, when you read the story about Abraham Lincoln and how he got the bill that ended slavery passed, if you read the process, you will not take the results. Go and read it. It was about doing good at the time, and I am not saying anything, so nobody should read other meaning to what I am saying. All I am trying to say is that governance is about getting the result. The process can be important, let me put it that way. But sometimes the people you will impact, and there is a level of integrity beyond which you should never compromise anyway. So there are some issues that have been settled because they are value issues societies are built on them. I shouldn't be misunderstood for, but again, you must understand that we must not be looking for a saint. So all the accusations that have been levied against him have been either unproven, or there was no evidence offered in support of them, but they have run along for a while. I know one of them, they said that he owned Oriental Hotel. This man just deviated. When asked if Tinubu indeed owns the hotel, Fashola replied he doesn't. So in a nutshell, so it doesn't matter. So far they help one or two persons, that is it. And that is exactly what he has been doing. And that is the reason why he has helped you in one way or the other. That is why you can defend him and you see the real thing. Because we are in a lawless country, that's why you think that this matter has been there for over a long time. It has not yielded any positive result by way of, bringing him to book. At the end of the day, you are telling us whether it is divine or not. Fashola has always been an outspoken person. I remember when he was on hot heat on Channels TV few months after leaving office as Lagos State Governor, there was some allegations levied against him. Is that what we are talking about? Some people are just say, well, may your loyalty never be put to test. It is the same fash. I love that statement of Tinubu not being a saint. That is what the other parties have failed to acknowledge about their own leaders, and that is what we have been discrediting them. None of the candidates is claiming to be saints. What we don't want is a criminal, forger, drug baron holding the affairs of this nation. If we claim nobody is a saint, good and fine. Release all the inmates in the country. Hello, Baton. Release all of them. If that is the route you want to go, release all of them. Release all of them. Can you imagine? Release all of them. Release all of them. That's what Nigerians are saying. What you tell us a cock and bull story. Nobody is demanding for saints. We need leaders with moral boundaries. Leaders create a culture. Leadership choices must be taken seriously. This is a great attestation that Tinubu is a criminal we must manage as president. A character like Tinubu will never be allowed to contest for MP member of parliament in Ghana, let alone #1 seat in the country. Tinubu, in comparison to PMB, will make a better president if he was able to perform credibly. Well, as governor of Lagos State, I can rest assured he will do the same. That is not the question they are asking you people. How many of you they gain for in leadership in Lagos? How many of you gain? You people should forget the Lagos thing. Was he being hospitalized then? He is old now, and the effect of his lifestyle then is catching up with him. Oh my God. Using a failure to measure a yardstick to your president-elect Tinubu shows a colossal failure. Just 10 years ago, I could do stuff I can't do now. Okay, what makes you feel Bala Tinubu will do well? Do you know that Nigeria is a mess? The question is that the Lagos they are talking about that he did well. What did people benefit? That's it. And yeah, they are coming to tell us nonsense.